By unanimous decision and still undefeated, Shara Bullet Magomedov.
As the countdown to UFC Abu Dhabi begins, the MMA world is buzzing with anticipation. The stakes are high, and the air is thick with tension. At the center of this electrifying atmosphere stands Shara Bullet Magomedov, a fighter whose presence in the octagon promises nothing short of a fierce and relentless battle. With each step he takes towards the fight, the excitement builds, and fans around the world brace themselves for what could be one of the most thrilling matchups in recent memory. Shara Bullet, known for his powerful strikes and unyielding spirit, is set to face a formidable opponent. The question on everyone's mind: can he tip the scales in his favor in this high-stakes clash? This isn't just another fight. It's a showdown where every punch and every move could determine the outcome. Will Shara Bullet rise to the occasion and cement his place among the greats, or will the pressure of the moment prove too much? This is Shara Bullet's story of determination, hard work, skill, and sheer determination that led him to the UFC Abu Dhabi event. Shara was born in the extremely harsh territories of North Caucasus, and one could imagine that his childhood was rather tough. His first contact with combat sports was at a young age. He was active and a competitive child, and was given an active outlet. After practicing in small gyms in the city, it was possible to predict that Shara was born to do something much bigger. It was not at all that the journey of Jeff Monson through the hierarchy of mixed martial arts was easy. Fight after fight, opponent after opponent, was a fresh challenge to him, and each one came within range of steering him towards the edge. Still, Shara Bullet was not the one to back down, and with every win, the stature of his triumphal march and popularity in the country increases along with the pressure. Already, he was given a fantastic account of himself whenever he appeared in MMA fights, and that was when he was on the verge of jumping to the UFC ranks. Grabbing this type of event means that UFC Abu Dhabi is the result of many years of effort in the cage. That's the time on which the success and probably the future of Shara Bullet will be defined by whether he is good at his profession. However, what would make this fight so important to him? How has he trained for this fight? And what should fans be expecting when both fighters enter the octagon?
£186 for Shara Bullet Magomedov.
Even though weigh-ins before UFC Abu Dhabi turned into a show and gave an idea of what it takes to compete at such events, boxers of different weight categories began taking their weigh-in sessions, and with every fighter, there was always a wail from the fans and exhaustive analyses from the press. At the time of the weigh-in, the defeatist look of Shara Bullet also depicted his sense of humor and Goliath-like character, in what was all in all a rather emotional event for such a big fight. Shara Bullet was even lighter at 186 pounds. This showed that the fighter was disciplined and prepared for the fight ahead. His opponent was equally ready and was 185 pounds in weight. These may sound like very small quantities, but in a sport where weight is a very sensitive factor, these quantities are very important. They symbolize all the time spent starving, the work on emerging a lean wrestler, and the patience one has to have to succeed in such a rigorous process.
I'm a pirate. I travel all shores and all seas, and I'm gonna conquer all of them.
It was gripping during the weigh-ins, as fans, analysts, and everyone in between were able to guess the final disposition for the forthcoming fight. When Shara Bullet and his opponent stood across each other, ready for a fight, they had no time for a break. The air was hostile, and the expectation was now going to be a terrible and merciless fight in the octagon. UFC Abu Dhabi isn't just about Shara Bullet. It's a night packed with thrilling matchups that promise to keep fans on the edge of their seats. The event features a lineup of fighters who are all at the top of their game, each one ready to prove themselves on one of the biggest stages in the sport. One of the most anticipated matchups is between Tony Ferguson and Michael Chiesa. Ferguson, known for his unorthodox fighting style and relentless pace, is always a crowd favorite. His opponent, Chiesa, is a seasoned grappler with a knack for finding submissions in the most unlikely of situations. This fight is a clash of styles that could go either way, making it one of the must-watch bouts of the night. Another standout fight is the battle between Marlon Vera and Davison Figueiredo. Vera, with his well-rounded skill set, will be looking to outstrike his opponent, while Figueiredo, a former champion, is determined to reclaim his spot at the top. This fight is sure to be a display of technical prowess and raw power, with both fighters leaving everything in the octagon.
How many more of those guys are over there? You know? The Dagestan crew, killers. There he is. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Yeah. That's a war.
But all eyes will be on Shara Bullet as he takes on his opponent in the co-main event. The question remains, can he handle the pressure of such a high-profile fight and deliver a performance that will leave the fans in awe? To understand the magnitude of what's at stake at UFC Abu Dhabi, it's essential to delve into Shara Bullet's fighting style, a unique blend of striking precision, defensive resilience, and tactical aggression. His approach to fighting is not just about brute strength, it's about outthinking and outmaneuvering his opponents.
He's a Muay Thai monster with a penchant for hook kicks. He's got wicked backstep counters and he loves working in the clinch. He has actually finished opponents with knees to the body whilst in the clinch. He's very good at distance and great at close range. There's no doubt he's got his eye set on middleweight, the bag. Despite his Dagestani heritage, wrestling is his biggest weakness. He's actually been taken down in fights already, which is surprising considering the level of opponent he's faced to this point, even though he's an absolute handful on the feet, with a diverse range of weapons.
Shara Bullet is known for its explosive power and the ability to deliver knockout punches with surgical precision. His striking is sharp, fast, and most importantly, unpredictable. He doesn't just throw punches, he lands them with an accuracy that leaves opponents reeling. His kicks are equally devastating, capable of turning the tide of a fight in an instant. Shara Bullet's mental toughness is perhaps his greatest asset. He's been in tough situations before, and he's always found a way to come out on top. His ability to stay calm under pressure and make split-second decisions is what sets him apart from other fighters. Will these attributes be enough to secure a victory at UFC Abu Dhabi?
13 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 1.
Competing at the professional level and in the cage of a mixed martial arts event is as much a fight of the mind as it is the body. But this is something that Shara Bullet knows only too well. Before the fights of UFC Abu Dhabi, not only the muscles but the brain was prepared to work fruitfully. The octagon can be very close, and often mental strength can make a person win or be on the receiving end. The third factor is that psychological warfare is always on high alert in MMA. So after knowing about Shara, what to do, you guys think about him and the Intense Shutdown? Do drop your opinions in the comment box.